this particular person who's the writ petitioner, he also crosses political fence every now and then. When this thing was installed, he was with the ruling dispensation. So what was the case of vindication?
No, that I am denying.
No. It was 2021, he had come into the Trinamool. So there cannot be any political vindictiveness. So the intention was, today he may have gone to BJP, but that in 2024, if he shifts to the BJP, cannot be known by the people, police administration in the year 21, that he will one day go. For that reason, we are going to put CCTV. That today he does not want the police agencies to see who's entering his house. What is there? I would say that he should be welcoming it, that his house is secured because there's CCTV protection all around the house. But so today I ask myself that what is it, that activity that he wants to indulge in which should not be caught on camera?
Petitioner,
I ask myself
at the time when the writ petition was filed, Milord, he was a sitting member of parliament, Milord, from Barakpur. Now, Milord, the primary grievance in the writ petitioner was that, Milord, number of, Milord, CCTV cameras with, Milord, very, very high capacity, including, Milord, tilt capacities and zoom capacities, Milord, were installed around, Milord, the residence of the petitioner in the garb of, Milord, public welfare. But the primary reason was to snoop at the private life and the political life of the petitioner. Now, my lord, on this grievance, my lord, the writ petition.
Who fixed those cameras?
The police.
All right.
The state police.
All right.
Now, my lord, the angle of the cameras were such that they were not for, my lord, looking into the, my lord, affairs of the public or the pedestrians or anything happening around my house. The angle and focus of the cameras were in my house, who is going out and coming out of my house, and, my lord, my surveillance, snooping on me.
All right.
And my lord, with this grievance, my lord, I had approached this honorable court with this writ petition. My lord, writ petition was heard from time to time. My lord, lastly, my lord, on 6th of May 2024, my lord Justice Sengupta, my lord, has passed an order. My lord, the petitioner, he is a, my lord, Z category security, my lord. So one of our grievances was that because of this snooping, my lord, the security and, my lord, the safety of the petitioner is being impeded. Now, 6th of May, my lord, after, my lord, the state filed its report and the CISF filed its report, my lord, kindly see the last paragraph, which reads, if, my lord, has got that order, my lord.
Order dated?
6th of May order, my lord, passed in this writ petition, my lord.
Yes.
Kindly see the last paragraph, my lord. If the CISF asks for access to the CCTV cameras installed around the petitioner's place for security purposes, the same shall be considered by the state authority expeditiously and in accordance with law. Now, my lord, this was passed, my lord, primarily the reason being, my lord, the CISF had filed a report before this honorable court, which my lord records this, my lord. My lord, the report will be a part of your lordship's records, my lord. If your lordship will kindly have that report dated
13th of May 2024.
30th of April.
30th of April.
But there is one more, my lord, report we have filed last occasion. If you can see this.
My lord, kindly see the initial report of the CISF dated 30th of April.
Yes.
Kindly, my lord, have paragraph 3 of that report, my lord.
Yes.
Kindly see, my lord, in the street, my lord has got that report.
Yes,
in the street in which Sri Arjun Singh MP is residing, there are various types of cameras installed, mostly on street poles. In the, I think it will be vicinity of the residence, in which some cameras are PTZ, which is pan, tilt, zoom, 360-degree rotating type, and some cameras are fixed zoom. The access, control, and monitoring of those CCTV cameras are not with the CISF. Hence, it cannot be ascertained what is the focus of those cameras. My lord, in this backdrop, my lord, the order of 6th of May was passed, which I have shown to your lordships. My lord, and thereafter, my learned friend says that he has filed another report. That report can also be placed before your lordship. My lord, the main grievance is, my lord, that I am being very, very, my lord, I am being snooped upon, my lord. And my lord, who is getting into my house, who is going out of my house? And my lord, my instruction is, subject to correction, my lord, that the cameras are installed at such height that focuses, my lord, rooms at the upper floors of my house. And this, my lord, severely, my lord, violates my right to privacy, my lord. And the garb is the explanation of the state is subject to correction, my lord, that they are doing it for public welfare because it is a crime prone zone, so they need to have CCTV cameras. There's no difficulty, my lord, if the CCTV cameras are indeed for public welfare, but that is not the case. And I am a Z category protectee, my lord. My safety and security is being impeded because what I am doing, who is coming to my house, my lord, is absolutely, they are having a real-time vigil of that. My prayer in the writ petition is, my lord, removal of, my lord, the CCTV, these CCTV cameras, or, my lord, alteration of the angle of these CCTV cameras. My lord, just, my lord, as a reference, my lord, I had referred to 2 orders passed by a coordinate bench with regard to, my lord, the CCTV cameras installed around, my lord, another, my lord, prominent member of my party, who is also the leader of the opposition. There, my lord, Justice Mantha, my lord, sitting singly, had directed, my lord, ultimately directed the CCTV cameras to be removed by the CRPF. And with that order, has subject to correction, has not been challenged by anyone.
What is the report that you are relying upon?
Lordship, this is the last report,
Dated?
13th of May 2020.
Did you file it earlier?
Yes, actually it was there in that record.
1 minute. If it is there, then I'll check up whether it's here or not.
ওইটা আমি দেখি
Lord, you have shown it to the court.
Shown it to the court.
One page, not one page.
I don't find it here.
Lord, you can consider it. একটা আমি পড়ে দিই। পড়েছেন? Because it is not clear in the order itself, my lord, whether they will get the joint access of the CCTV footage with the police, or CIF has no issue getting the access of the cameras front gate. Because there is one camera which is directly focusing the house of the protectee, and he is under CISF protection. As we
Tell me, where is paragraph 1 of this report? Where is paragraph 1? I don't find any. I see from 2.
Well, it is numbering. There is some mistakes of
Error in the numbering.
yes.
All right. Now the paragraph 3. It mentions that the petitioner's consent has to be taken into account for CISF
Yes.
to have access. The petitioner did not place those cameras. So how will the petitioner's access be taken? Petitioner's consent be taken?
No, my lord, because it's relating to the privacy of the protectee, the present petitioner.
Right.
So his consent has to be taken. If we want to get access also, my lord, his permission is to be taken for removal, or my lord, to get access of this
The
camera.
petitioner is praying for removal.
But that is the reason, my lord, I'm told your lordship, my lord, there is one camera which is directly focusing to his house.
Yes.
Gate plus protectee. He is a protectee under our, my lord, supervision.
Yes.
So, my lord, one camera we have found which is directly focusing to his front gate and his residence. That is a 360-degree camera. They can, my lord, state authority can put any place if they want to.
Your lordship here.
Meaning thereby subject to correction, my lord, that the camera can be tilted.
1
and
minute.
It can be zoomed.
It is not clear whether this access of camera is exclusive to CISF or joint access with the police.
Because last order your lordship has seen, Malayasi Sengupta's order, it says if we want, we can get access to these cameras.
Yes.
So it is not clear, my lord, we have mentioned it is not clear whether it has to be joint access or, my lord, the exclusive access of this CISF. But kindly see the last order dated 6th, my lord, 6th of May.
If the CISF asks for access to the cameras,
Installed around the petitioner.
the same shall be considered by the state.
By the state authority.
Did you ask for the access?
Never.
Actually, my lord, my lord, they are the control over this, my lord, the cameras.
Yes.
Because they have placed the camera.
They have installed those cameras over there.
Now it is their access, my lord.
Yes.
Now, my lord, it is not, so far as our report is concerned, it is not clear it has to be joint access or exclusive access of us. If your lordship clarify that, we can do according.
Lord, may I make my submissions now?
Yes, please.
These cameras were installed in the year 2021. Since then, they have been used. The reason for installation of these cameras is because it is a very sensitive area. It is for the protection of the people, including the restrictions. I have taken specific instruction. There is no camera which is focusing into the house or affecting the privacy of the petitioner. It is all, this is regarding the CCTV of the road adjacent and of the entire commissionerate. If my lord kindly takes
Entire commissionerate.
yes,
How many cameras are there?
yeah, your lordship, kindly. My lord will kindly take a report I filed. This is dated 8th of April 2024. A total of 1009 cameras have been installed all over the place, not only writ petitioner's house. Your lordship has got this report.
22nd of April.
This is dated 8th of April, the first report which
8th of April.
না গো আমারটা 22nd লেখা আছে।
ঠিক আছে 22nd এ আটকে আছে
lordship gives you just 1 minute.
22nd
22nd report আছে না?
No, the report I don't find
No,
it.
but you should see there. This is the report of 22nd, 22nd of April.
Yes. Officer in charge, Jagatdal Police Station.
Yes. Your lordship will kindly, at the end, towards the initial portion, if your lordship, in dealing with the contention raised the writ petition, I would like to state, place on record the following facts. The entire jurisdiction of Jagatdal Police Station of Barakpur Police Commissioner is highly sensitive from communal, political and criminal activities. Common people residing under the jurisdiction of the Jagatdal Police Station have witnessed one of the worst phases of lawlessness in 2019 and 20. That's why we had this CCTVs were installed in the 2021, where lots of incidents of murder, bombing, dacoity, robbery, snatching and violence due to personal rivalry and political rivalry, criminal gang rivalry and also incidents of communal violence took place. In order to prevent crime, law and order issues, to track criminals and to keep a sharp vigil, many steps have been taken for installation of CCTV cameras in the entire Jagatdal Police Station area is one of them. Total 214 numbers of CCTV have been installed at 76 points in Jagatdal Police Station. And in the year 29, based on strategic value, prevention and detection of crime. Now, importance, you will find that based on these, some of these CCTV footages were used to solve crime in various. In fact, in one of the two of the cases, the hard disks from these cameras are evidence in the court below for trial. Then, if your lordship kindly comes.
That statement doesn't find place in the report. That's only an oral statement that is being made.
I never disturbed anybody.
Yes.
The next, if your lordship kindly comes to the second last page. It is essential to mention that after consulting the available PS records, 2 incidents of hurling of bombs targeting the house of the petitioner took place and the following cases were registered. It is 2 cases, I am not going into the numbers. It's also learned that from the PS record that during investigation of the Jagatdal PSK number so-and-so, dated so-and-so under section so-and-so, the investigating officer, Inspector Dipen Tamang, seized 2 compact discs containing the CCTV footage of the 2 cameras, which were installed on the electric post in front of the house of the petitioner near Shiv Mandir, and another was installed at the electric post in front of Sanjay Singh's party office. The investigating officer of the 2 cases were able to detect the accused persons with the help of whose CCTV footages. In the year 2021, I do not make off-the-cuff statements. I say it on the basis of if my learned friend doesn't read the report, I can't help it.
Nowhere.
So CCTV cameras are existing since 2021. Not a single new CCTV camera has been installed recently. These cameras have been installed in such a pattern that one camera should cover another camera, because in previous occasions it was observed that the criminals were destroying these cameras to commit crime freely. However, after installation of these cameras, police could detect many crimes and nab the criminals with the help of these. The above submissions clearly points out that these CCTV cameras were installed in the year 2021, because the allegation was that it was recently installed. The 2021 and not recently. The allegation made by the petitioner of being targeted specifically and put under CCTV surveillance is vague. Then others, well, I'm not getting into. And yes, the last portion. Moreover, the CCTV surveillance project assisted by Webel is underway, in which 166 cameras will be installed at different strategic points of Barakpur Police Commissioner area. So it is not that it is only one-off incident. It is a law and order. Your Lordship will appreciate one thing, that CCTV is one of the best ways of controlling crime in a particular locality, because people become apprehensive that they can be identified. And it is for this reason, for the protection of people. And it is nothing has been done now. So from 2021, what is the explanation from 2021 to 2024? He has never felt his privacy was never disturbed.
Yes. I'll respond to
He was perfectly fine on that. So today, and if your Lordship sees the reports filed by CISF, they have said, if I am given, because today, if God forbids any incident happens, today, whatever be the investigating agency, if there is a CCTV footage, obviously it will be shared with any investigating agency. It is not that I'm keeping this for my hide and seek for some hidden purpose. So if today CISA requires and they ask for, and that is exactly, because an effort was made from the bar over here to say that CIA should have them. So the court said, if CISF requires, I'll ask. So they said that if they are given, they are given. They have never till date asked for the CCTV footage. But God forbid, any reason anything happens, obviously any police agency which will be investigating into that they'll ask for the CCTV, and we are bound to give that, and we will give that. Because end of the day there is nothing. End of the day, it is only to maintain law and order. And it is for this reason that these CCTVs have been in existence from the year 2021. And it is not any recent thing. And may I say this? This particular person who's the writ petitioner, he also crosses political fence every now and then. When this thing was installed, he was with the ruling dispensation. So what was the case of vindication?
No, that I am denying.
No. It was 2021, he had come into the Trinamool. So there cannot be any political vindictiveness. So the intention was, today he may have gone to BJP, but that in 2024, if he shifts to the BJP, cannot be known by the people, police administration in the year 21, that he will one day go. For that reason, we are going to put CCTV. So for this reason, for the purpose of law and order, and only for the purpose of law and order, these particular CCTV footages have been put. I ask myself this question. What is it that the petitioner is planning to do now? That today he does not want the police agencies to see who's entering his house. What is there? I would say that he should be welcoming it, that his house is secured because there's CCTV protection all around the house. But so today I ask myself that what is it, that activity that he wants to indulge in which should not be caught on camera? I ask myself this question. And today it is nobody's. My learned friend will bear that has there been in single instances that CISF had sought for, and we have said no. Nobody can say that. Because such an investigation by CISF has not been necessary, or by any other agencies. So if it is there for the security. I can give an undertaking that none of the cameras are focusing into the house of the writ petitioner or are intended to invade upon the privacy of the writ petitioner. They are outside the gate of the petitioner's house and in other locations. And this is not just the petitioner. I would have still said that there is a motive behind it. Why suddenly in front of his house CCTV is put, not in the rest of the area. But my submission is so many, 1,000 cameras all over the commissioner, because it is a sensitive area. And we all know the number of communal violences. And these were put in there 2021 after the violence of 19 and 20. But I would expect that, he would welcome it. But these are my submissions.
Lord, may I just briefly respond
Yes.
to the submissions of my learned friend? Lord, firstly, Lord, my learned friend has, Lord, very extensively indicated to your lordship that there are in total about 1009 cameras in the Barakpur Police Commissionerate zone, according to his report. Lord, I will beseech your lordship, my lord, to read that portion of my learned friend's report, along with paragraph 3 of the CISF's report. And my lord, I pose a question to myself that out of those 1009 cameras, how many cameras are, my lord, PTZ cameras, which are pan, tilt, zoom, 360-degree rotating type cameras? My lord, subject to correction. And my lord, my learned friend's report, my lord, is cryptic to that effect, that out of those 1009 cameras, they could have made a statement that all cameras are of the same quality and of the same capability. Lord, my respectful submission is, which comes out from the report of the CISF, that the cameras which are installed in front of my house, as per the CISF itself, are, my lord, very high-end and high-range, high-performance cameras. And the specific reason why this discrimination has been made, if I may say, with regard to the zone in front of my house by installing these high-capacity cameras, that by itself indicates, my lord, the intent of snooping into my private as well as political life. This is number one. Number two is, my lord, my learned friends have repeatedly been saying that the cameras which have been installed for public welfare. My lord, my house, it is nobody's case that my house is so big that it runs across, my lord, a large number of area. My lord, it's a house which is located in a particular area, has a particular piece of land on which it is situated. My lord, all the cameras which are around my house are these high-end cameras. So, my lord, and so far as my security and safety is concerned, my lord, it is now within the domain of the CISF. Now, my lord, the CISF itself says, and the CISF itself has pointed out to this honorable court, that these are cameras which are different from the ordinary cameras. So, my lord, from this, my lord, I was requesting your lordship, my lord, to consider whether or not your lordship can clearly infer from this that the intent is to snoop on me. And my lord, so far as the issue of access is concerned, that my learned friend for the CISF has pointed out, my lord, that is between, my lord, for the CISF to, my lord, look into. My lord, I was praying for removal of these CCTV cameras or grant exclusive access, my lord, to the CISF, because they are responsible for my security. I am a Z category protectee. My lord, let the state not interfere, because the state is not responsible for my security.
I am not. May I answer to this one?
There can't be a reply to
1 minute.
reply.
Tell me one thing. The recordings, are they, can they be viewed live?
Yes.
Or it's simply recorded?
No, I'll tell you, Lordship, this is not a point. I'll tell you the point which they have.
No, point is different. I just want to know.
I will not make off the cuff statement.
Yes.
Your Lordship, if your Lordship keeps it tomorrow.
No, that's
will-
that's different.
Yeah.
I just wanted to inquire as to whether
I have a duty to explain everything.
whether the camera is there and you can see live as to who is coming or something. Is
I'll
everybody
take-
keeping an
Your
eye
Lordship
on
kindly
it?
gives me a day's time. I'll take that
That is
instruction. Come
different.
by.
All right.
But Milord, may I say this? In reply to Milord, these are submissions which have been made. Milord, may I say this? Today, my learned friend is appearing for the writ petitioner. The writ petitioner has to stand on his own feet. The writ petitioner has to go by the averments made in the writ petition. He can't today depend on the CISF for help and assistance. So today, is it the case in the writ petition that the cameras in his house, in front of his house, are of very powerful magnitude compared to the ones which are in everywhere in the location? But if that is not the case, I have not responded to that in my report, because that is not the case that he has done.
There was a liberty to file an exception.
Wait 1 minute.
And Milord, may I say one more thing? Dictate the order thereafter. I'm sorry, Milord. The other submission I was making is that it is not that just because security is handled by my learned friend's client, that I am not in charge of law and order. I have law and order as my responsibility anywhere. The personal security of this gentleman is the responsibility. but the area everywhere, any incident happening in the entire, that is my responsibility. So he cannot say that only because it is,
Except my house. That is my prayer, my lord.
he stands out.
Yes.
A report has been filed by the. Will it be joint? Who is the signing authority of your report?
From the Ministry of Home Affairs, which well, the CISF comes under it.
Yes, yes. Signing authority?
Hindi ke
হিন্দি আমি পড়তে পারি তো।
Upanirikshak?
Yes.
Who will be? Who will be? Upa Mahanirikshak?
উপ মহানির্দেশক
Nirikshak?
কেউ ISSG নয়ডা।
But this is the head office. CISF head office is Noida, my lord.
Acha. By the CISF head office at Noida.
মহানির্দেশক মানে হচ্ছে ডেপুটি ডিরেক্টর।
Signed on 13th of May 2024.
তুই পারিস তো?
Pursuant to
আমার দরকার কি?
no, 2024 stop paragraph, it appears that the court video order dated 6th of May 2024 recorded that if the CISF asks for access to the CCTV cameras installed around the petitioner's place for security purposes, the same shall be considered by the state authority expeditiously and in accordance with law. Stop paragraph. A CCTV surveillance project assisted by Webel is underway, in which 166 cameras will be installed at different strategic points of the Barakpur Police Commissionerate area. Stop. Next. Paragraph. As the petitioner submits that the camera in front of his house is infringing his privacy, accordingly, the CISF, who is presently in charge of security of the petitioner, to maintain the security of the petitioner, is directed to approach the state authority to ascertain as to whether the concerned CCTV camera is in any manner interfering with the privacy of the petitioner. Stop. The aforesaid is required to be ascertained as the CISF authorities have come to a prima facie finding that some of the cameras in the vicinity of the residence of the petitioner are of pan, tilt, zoom / 360-degree rotating type. Stop. The same suggests that the cameras do have the access of a 360-degree view of the petitioner's residence, which may in some manner infringe with the petitioner's privacy. Stop. Next. The court video order dated 6th of May 2024 already permitted the CISF authorities to ask for access to the CCTV cameras.
Is
Stop.
necessary.
The CISF personnel are accordingly directed to seek access of the cameras and ascertain. Stop. Next. The petitioner is directed to cooperate with the CISF personnel at the time, personnel, if his consent is required. Stop. Let a report upon ascertaining the direction as passed herein above be placed before this court on the adjourned date. Stop. Let the matter appear in the list once again on 3rd of July 2024.
One clarity.
Only one request to your lordship, my lord. My lord also wanted to know whether there is a live feed that can be seen.
Yes.
That may also be made a part of this.
The CISF authorities will also ascertain as to whether the recordings can be viewed live. Stop. Live by the state authorities under whose supervision the cameras have been functioning.
Only one thing, my lord. Your lordship has said the privacy of the petitioner. Would your lordship just clarify privacy of the petitioner inside his house? Because if today he's walking on the road, can it be now? I'm walking, my privacy should not be.
Road is a
Listen,
public place.
That is why I'm saying.
Without saying.
The road, it is not only the petitioner, there are others also who are
Yes, that is
walking.
exactly what. That's why I'm saying. Your lordship just adds privacy inside his house.
No, not inside, maybe in front of his house, in front of his
No, no,
gate.
front gate.
That's the
Today outside his house, if today there is a CCTV footage, so that can see the road outside. his
Let
house.
us see what comes. Let us see. There is.
So, but I was only saying that if your lordship clarifies that portion.
Asks that we'll get access on the CCTV footage from the state authorities.
Yes.
Kindly let a responsible person from whom we will seek it. Otherwise, it is not possible, my lord. Either commissioner of police or a
No, no,
DC
no,
of
no.
that zone, whoever is with.
The officer in charge has said this.
So whom?
1 minute. The report was filed by the officer in charge.
Yes.
Acha.
He cannot have access. This has to be operated from the military commissioner.
Commissioner.
No, no,
Yes.
that is their lookout. Whoever is, but let him. He ask for it. He'll give it to him.
Acha. The CISF authorities will get in touch with the officer in charge, Jagodal Police Station, for taking steps in compliance of the direction passed herein above, and the officer in charge is directed to render all necessary assistance to the CISF personnel.
My lord is making it
I'm
returnable, my lord.
3rd of July.
3rd of July.
I'm deep.
এটাকে রাখুন। ঠিক আছে?